Not far from the jungle, which surrounds the beautiful French Oriental city of Saigon, in the rich delta land of Mekong River, lies the South Vietnamese village of Ban Hoa. Ban Hoa is a farming community. No one is rich here, but no one is hungry either, though for hundreds of years the people have not greatly changed their primitive methods of farming the rich delta land. The villagers visit nearby Saigon from time to time, but mostly they remain close to home. This is Tong, the drayman, and his small son, Chan. And this is Lu Ding, the farmer, and his neighbor, Nam Quang Hoc. And this is Henry Detweiler of Yeager, Pennsylvania, USA, known to the people of Ban Hoa as the Giant American. Henry was sent to South Vietnam through the combined support of American foundations, private individuals, and industry long before the Peace Corps program became a reality. He's a farm boy and an agricultural college graduate. He speaks good French and bad Vietnamese. He has learned the customs of the villagers, has adopted their manner of speech, and even to an extent, their Oriental philosophy. Henry has lived in Ban Hoa 2 years, eating rice and sleeping on the ground, and working 84 hours a week for $75 a month. And this is the place of the bath. It is not yet the hour of the bath when all the village of Ban Hoa comes to the river. The laundresses come early to miss nothing. And the girl, Khigh, has lately fallen into the curious habit of bathing early, before the social hour of the bath. This has been remarked upon in the village. It's a lovely, peaceful life, the life of Ban Hoa. Yet these peaceful, hard-working, dignified people live in the shadow of dreadful terror lurking in the jungle everywhere around them. A terror known as the Viet Cong. Trained in Red China to be the deadliest guerrilla fighters in the world and dedicated to the conversion of South Vietnam to Asian communism, they tie down 10 times their number of army troops. They live off the rich land and kill without mercy all who dare oppose them. By day, the jungle conceals them, and by night, they strike. This is a patrol of the Viet Cong. They have encountered regular Vietnamese army troops and sustained casualties. And now, like a wounded beast of prey, they are doubly dangerous. The all-important social event is beginning for the villagers, the daily hour of the bath, which no one in Ban Hoa would miss.
Oh, it's nothing, Luke. You'll find these small fish I brought you will multiply rapidly in the shallow waters of your rice paddies in your pond. And they'll make a pleasant addition to your family's diet.
Your generosity is appreciated. Nevertheless, I think I shall not place them in my paddy nor in my pond.
Oh? Well, that, of course, is for you to decide, Luke. Still, I see no reason why these fish would be distasteful on your table. It would increase my knowledge if I might understand it.
It is said in the land that your compatriots who live and work among us as you do have introduced these fish in other villages, when too they have multiplied rapidly, and the people have eaten them freely and with pleasure.
It is truly said, Luke.
And it is also said that wherever the men of Vietnam have eaten of these fish, they have had no more sons, no more children to help them in the field. And it is said that the Americans wish to control our population and to deprive us of our children.
By whom are these things said, Luke?
Does it matter?
No. No, it does not matter by whom these things are said. It matters only that they're heard and believed, and that he who says them is mistaken. Oh, but he is mistaken. He who says these things of these little fish. And I should know.
Huh? So?
You see, my foolish Uncle Fritz, whom I think I may have spoken to you before.
Yes, you have told us often of your Uncle Fritz.
So, well, my Uncle Fritz heard this thing said once also of these little fish. And at the time he had already 11 children, and he did not want any more.
11? It is a good number. Enough to work even the largest farm. And so?
So my uncle obtained a pail of these little fish, exactly like the ones I brought to you. And he placed them in his rice paddy back home in Pennsylvania. And they multiplied very rapidly. There was always enough to feed the entire family.
It is like the miracle of the loaves and the fishes. Truly, if there were no harm in eating them, these fish would be a boon to us. But, I do not yet have 5.
Hush. Oh, Lou Ding. You know that when a giant American speaks of his foolish Uncle Fritz, there's always an amusing ending to the story. Continue, please.
Well, my aunt ate often of the little fish, and so did my 11 cousins. But my uncle, because he'd been told to eat of them would prevent more children, ate them for every meal. 3 times a day for 7 years, my uncle ate nothing but rice and fish, fish and rice.
And what happened to your Uncle Fritz in those 7 years of eating the little fish?
My youngest cousins, Otto, Hansel, Paul, Katrina, David, Millicent, and Frederick.
It is amusing, this story. Nevertheless, one must not